too old now. I'm just afraid that you'll walk away. You're across the room from me, but it's an ocean wide, and the current's pulling us, dragging me aside. Or you're a constellation, and I'm just a star, blinking in the universe, but you'll never notice me at all. When you're gone, I don't know what to say. When you're with me, I can't say anything anyway, so just believe me. Even if the words don't come out, they're here inside my head, stuck inside my mouth.
Scene is not switched. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Even though the scene transition just said Season 2 qualifiers, this is not the qualifiers. This is actually DPL Season 2, Week 2. Welcome. I'm TH Pine. With me is Red Commissar today. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Cool.
Happy to be here.
Sweet. Tell us which teams are playing today, please.
Well, today we're going to see the number 6 and number 7 teams currently ranked in the roster, Flogels versus SH Esports. It should be a really good game. Both these teams heavily favor the attacker side, so it'll be
So
interesting
far.
to see how they'll be able to handle their defending rounds.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I believe the teams should be ready soon. So we should be able to start somewhat soonish. So yeah, we're starting with Flogels versus SH. Later today, like in 2 hours from now, we're gonna have BTG versus Fierce, which is a very, very interesting match indeed as well. And after that, like in half an hour later at 6:30 p.m. EST, we will stream a rivals match. So from the lower league, Gnome versus Rice. And tomorrow we will be back at 1 p.m. EST with Momentum versus Hyper. Then 2 hours later at 3 p.m. we'll have Macer versus SPG. And that will be all the DPL matches for this weekend. And then we'll have another rivals match at 6 p.m. Reds versus Grok. So 6 matches casted overall this weekend. Unfortunately, all the rivals scheduled during the DPL matches besides these 2 matches. So we can't cover them. But I mean, I think 2 rivals matches a week is not too bad. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Almost
So,
got
yeah.
3 this week.
almost, not quite. So in theory, you had a match earlier today, right?
Yeah, in theory,
But your opponents did not show up.
they did not show up. No, so,
Yeah, so
free
in
win.
case you don't know, Red Commissar is the team captain of Team Red, and they playing
Best
in the
rivals
Rivals
team.
League. And yeah, so yeah, can you tell us a little more about our current contesters?
So SH Esports has been a long-time team. Their name has changed through the seasons. Last season, if you watched, you would have known them as Flatline. They have since rebranded as SH Esports, but generally the player roster has remained the same. So these are some very experienced, very good players. Flogels are the new kids on the block. We
For
haven't
sure.
seen much of them. They came in and had a very good performance in the qualifiers and were able to just barely get into the league. And then Flogels, by just surprising everyone, was able to really challenge Mazer, probably one of the top teams in the league right now, probably
Absolutely.
favorites. They were able to tie them in the first game. And
yeah, Mazer are the ones that like placed first in the qualifier. So they're definitely one of the absolute best teams right now. So yeah, that was a pretty impressive performance for sure, tying against them.
Yeah, Mazer is the team to beat, and we saw a great performance against them from Flogels in their first match. SH was challenged by Fierce, which was probably a surprise to a good few people, but Fierce is a very strong team, and they were not completely stomped by them, and they generally had a good performance. So it should be an interesting match to watch.
For sure, yeah. What you Flogels? Another interesting thing about Flogels is that they're an EU team. So I believe they're playing on US East servers today. So they will have like a little bit of a ping disadvantage. We'll see if they can overcome it. But yeah, it's going to be really tough against SH Esports. They have very, very experienced players: Maki Moose, Josh, Executioner, all C3. That's all names you've heard before if you're in this community for a while. So
easily some of the top players in the league.
It's going to be interesting. Okay. I believe we should be starting soon. It seems like the teams are ready. Seems like for Slaughterhouse today, we will have contending Maki Moose, team captain, Josh, Volps, Rezi, and Executioner. And for Team Flogels, we will have Flogel, the team captain, Tigaman, Kuko, Ghetto, and Roach. So both teams bring kind of their A team, I'd say. Okay, I guess for SH,
yeah, they have
Rezi might be is probably a sub, but for Flogels, that's definitely their main roster. And this match is starting, so we're gonna see it soon. Yeah, I'm very, very, very much looking forward to these 2 matches today, and happy to cast them. Actually, I'm gonna cast 3 because I'm also gonna cast the rivals match later tonight. So lots of casting. But yeah, so if you're not aware, this is a round robin league, and every match is gonna be a double like a best of 2 match basically. So two games will be played, and if you win both, you gain 3 points. If you win one and tie one, you gain 2 points. And if you either tie both or win one, lose one, you get 1 point. And if you lose both, you obviously get 0 points. So it's a round-robin system, and the 4 teams with the most points at the end of the week of the season, so after 7 weeks, the top 4 teams will be playing in the playoffs, and the bottom 3 teams will be challenged by rivals teams for their slot for the spot in the next season. So it's definitely going to be interesting. But for now, we're underway. So please, Red Commissar, tell us something about this map.
All right, we're coming in on a kill house map called Corrupted Fist. It's an interesting map. We got a lumberyard. It looks like the defenders are already planning to double barb that brick house, which is a very strong strat, seeing as it's a 1 door away from the bomb room, which is a club. It's a very open club with the bar at the back here. This is a very strong area to hold because it's going to give them a lot of cover straight onto backstage and club, which is probably where we'd see a push from if they go anywhere besides brick house. So by double barbing the brick house, they are securing that flank. They're also putting a barb on backstage. Seems like the attackers, Team SH, are planning to just go straight through the lumberyard, take office, and push backstage. They're ecoing this round, which is a generally safe decision. It's going to mean that you're going to be able to charge the next 2 rounds, and you're going to be able to double charge one of those rounds. So I would not be surprised that if we see a double charge later in this game. The defenders have gone out, they're placing their barbed wires, and getting into position.
To add on that, I would say this map is not super terrible for an eco play. You basically have, you just have to move through lumberyard, and you're in the same spot as if you would have breached office. So I think it's not a bad deal. Seems like one of them is splitting up. Mackie is actually going the other way around, probably trying to get some shots off through lumberyard, while the rest of the SH crew is going north, getting into lumberyard. Lumberyard doesn't seem to be defended, so they will be able to get into office uncontested, which is actually not defended either. Most of the defender team is sitting south, with Ghetto being the first one facing them in backstage. So they're securing lumberyard now. And
actually, it looks like Volps has a shotgun. He might go hallway and try and open that red door for Mackie. Never mind.
Oh,
does not appear to be doing that.
He doesn't.
That would have been great.
They're setting up from backstage push. Open. There's wall banks going off. First flash has been thrown. Ghetto has retreated to club. Oh, and that's the first kill through the wall. Cuckoo takes out Josh here, just spamming through the walls. Wolves is up in front now, getting the first line of sight here. Roach is right next to him, but it seems like he's actually under the thing. He doesn't see them, so long range shots being exchanged over stage here. Rezi going down. Flogel coming in from behind, but it's been taken out by Wolves. That was close. Roach actually in the smoke now. Mackie rushed in, takes him out, and is now pretty close to the bomb. Another Molotov going out, but misses the spot. Wolves is being taken up next to the smoke, and so is Executioner. It's down to Mackie. 1v2 versus Gato and Cuckoo here, hiding behind the table. And Gato takes him out, securing the first round for Flogel. Wow.
That was really good defense.
Yeah.
There were a few moments there where it really looked like it was going to go Flogels, and it did eventually go Flogels, but SH was able to come back in the middle, bring it to a 3v3, but unfortunately the health trades at that point was just not favoring them, and they were able to get picked off from that distance.
Yeah. Mackie
really kind of sad.
Being in there was pretty strong.
But
really
sad Flogels didn't get that flank off. I saw that come in, but it unfortunately did not play out. He got a little too close before opening fire.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He got in really good position, but did not quite make it. But overall, his team got the early kill through the wall, so they had the advantage already, and then just hold down the long sidelines in club. So yeah, 1-0 Flogels. Let's see if SH can come back from that. They ecoed, so they still have all the charges and clackers.
Yeah, all right, we're coming in on Operation Allied Keeper. Factory map, we got 2 offices split with a catwalk. This is definitely interesting because if you lose one, you can still maintain the other. An office is a very key position to hold on factory maps as it gives you the high ground advantage. Defenders already anticipating a green to power as a potential, and the attackers already noting the strength of the catwalk between the 2 offices. Now looking at this map, because they still have their wall charge, obviously next round is C-Store, and C-Store is huge for wall charges, but that dock play gives them line of sight on bomb, would allow them to clear the west office, and with 1 smoke, they could just completely cut the map in half. And it seems like they've already identified the smoke. I would not be surprised if we see the wall play. right now, just looking
Good
at these
happening.
lines. And this would be extremely powerful, as it seems like Flogels is currently watching for the green push again, which
is interesting,
Yeah.
regarding considering that SH pushed green the first round. So I would
Yeah,
expect a breach this turn.
they have the one barb in West Office, but that's
Mhm.
not really going to stop an office push because they have the window and the catwalk. Neither team is even acknowledging the fan in the south.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
in a weird
interesting.
position.
Yeah, you're not going to get much from the fan, but if you blow it, you do get a lot of shelving coverage.
I mean, if you go all the way around through the south over to the other side of shelving, you all of a sudden end up in a good position, but you have to get there first.
Yeah, you're going to get
So-
shot from everywhere.
Yeah.
I know the
I
Fender's
mean, what
coming
I would have
in.
done is just pushing West Office, to be honest, but it seems like I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They have many lines.
They have a door charge.
Door
so
charge, so
they're probably
yeah.
going to the office, or yeah, they're
Yeah,
going
looks
to the
like it.
office.
Looks like it.
Unless they're
Mackie
going to double
is
charge it.
Mackie is going fan, so he's going to try to get some picks through the fan. I don't think they will get it open. You're just going to try to get a line of sight there. And they're setting up for the office push. Nobody's in office, really. They're sitting on below the catwalk, actually. And Tiggerman is with the mob in East Office. Takes a shot, misses though, but Wobbs goes down to Roach. Actually, I think he chipped him. Resi's going down to a Molotov here, I believe. Flogel is actually pushing into Office now. It's been taken out by Executioner though, so has to fall back. And now it's only 2 attackers in Office, with Mackie still sitting on fan, trying to get a line of sight here. There are 3 defenders running around. He could maybe get a line of sight, but it doesn't look like it right now. Executioner is contesting. Tiggerman, oh, Josh steps outside and Ghetto takes him out with the Igma here. Tiggerman just still waiting for his shot. Executioner is all on his own in Office. Will he push out? You know, he's contesting Tiggerman, throwing the smoke on the ground, and smoke going out to Conveyor and takes out Ghetto. He knew where it was. Oh, Mackie, in the meantime, lost the battle versus Kuko, and now he's all down to Executioner versus 3 defenders. The defenders are chipped by the Ceros Executioner, and he's close to bomb, but they're all over the place, have lots of different angles. Roach is right next to the bomb, and there's Tiggerman with another mob shot, taking out Executioner here, and securing this next round for Team Flogels.
It seems like SH really got delayed in that office, and we're just not able to exploit. Flogels was able to completely rotate on them. We saw Flogel himself going in and very nearly pulling off another flank. Or, well, I mean, I guess he didn't pull off the flank before. He keeps getting on their flanks. He just keeps getting shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to flank. Like, he gets in good flank positions, but then doesn't manage to capitalize on them,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
SH is generally very good at covering their flanks. They just need to be more aggressive with these pushes because they just get caught in these first rooms and the crossfires kill them. The defenders reposition for it and are able to just pick them off and punish them for all their mistakes.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see. They lose actually a lot of their 1v1s, which is not a thing you want to do if you're playing the attacker, because the attackers have the health advantage, have in general the better equipment, so losing your 1v1s is not good in that situation. But we're on our system map.
Yeah. Coming in and on Operation Relentless Phoenix, the first thing I immediately see, if I was attacking and I knew that I had a clacker, a door charge, and a wall charge, the immediate first thought I have is go shed and wall charge straight at the storefront.
Not bad, yeah. Good call.
Yeah. It seems like the defenders are already prepping for that. The attackers, however, seem to be doing the more standard strat of just going storefront, and looks like they're going to split bathroom, maybe try and get power in freezer, or just use freezer as a line of sight, which this freezer is a very strong line of sight.
Yeah.
Another
Absolutely.
interesting double charge that you could do here is you could go to the bathroom and then wall into storefront, and you have this half cover in front of you, so that's going to be a very powerful position.
You can, basically you don't have to go through freezer for that, because if you go freezer, you can get there as well, obviously, through the freezing shelves, but yeah. You avoid the trouble getting shot from freezer and from tower.
A wall charge here would be really helpful for SH, because they seem to just get caught in these crossfires on these very specific choke points that are the doors. And if they are able to create another door, I don't think Flogels would be able to rotate in time to counteract.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
But it seems like they're just doing a storefront bathroom split here.
I mean,
doesn't look like there's much barb coming out from the defenders.
I mean, that allows SH to get some crossfires, so maybe that's enough for them.
They do have the one barb and freezer, which is gonna probably stop them. Although,
what? Clacker from Roach, killing Ropes while he places the wall charge. Oh no! Well timed here by Roach. Taking it for a very early kill. Not a fighting around the wall breach. Not actually going bathroom right now. That frag grenade did not connect. And
did Volps also have the door charge?
maybe, yeah, probably. Roach got being taken out.
Mackey's on bomb already.
On the bomb already. Taking out Gato. Down being taken out by Flogel though. Now the frag goes out. Cuckoo is still in position. Flogel is fighting Rezi around the teller. Gets a shotgun shot off here. Rezi down. It's now getting flashed. Executioner's gonna push him, but Cuckoo trying to get him. But nope. Flogel goes down. And now it's down to Tiggerman and Cuckoo to stop Executioner and Josh, who are on bomb already. Cuckoo is going for the rotate all the way around. Executioner is not starting the defuse. Yes, the door charge, interestingly enough. Tiggerman with the mob trying to get in position. Is now peeking the green door, but Josh sees him, shoots him, but Cuckoo is coming in from behind. This might be close from time. Executioner sees Cuckoo through the freezer window and door, takes him out, and now it's down to Josh. And Tiggerman takes out Josh, but Executioner gets the kill on Tiggerman, secures around here with the triple kill for SH Esports. And that's what a back and forth.
That just shows a key part of the process is being able to adapt, and SH was more than capable of adapting.
Yes.
Their plan get completely destroyed early on by an unlucky clacker kill, and they were just able to take it. Now,
what a round!
oh, that was an amazing round. And what would have been interesting to see is you can pen C-store walls with the mop. If Tiggerman had just kept playing in storage, he probably could have covered the bomb and just wallbang through, and if not killed, at least severely injured whoever was defusing.
It's a risky play, but if it works out, it's really strong. Yeah, but if you miss, it's.
I mean, they just had all the doors locked down. It was probably the safer play.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. Going through the doors did not. Well, I mean, he killed Josh. But then was in the end taken out by Executioner. I really like how Executioner was on bomb and at the same time covered Freezer and got the kill there on
that was wonderful. That was an amazing round.
Yeah, through the shelves, through the green door. See, you can only have seen him like for half a second or something, or a few milliseconds, and took the shot while defusing. So it was pretty crazy.
We're back on Operation Corrupted Fists. We can see it looks like the attackers, Flogels, are planning to smoke off bomb. It looks like with their two wonderful circles there. The defenders.
I wasn't sure if they're trying to draw profanity there.
I'm thinking it's probably planning. Then again, this has been a race.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Looks like they're considering a corner smoke right here in hallway to get a little bit of bomb coverage.
Oh.
It looks like the defenders, they're concerned about Lumberyard. I have a big line going through it. I don't know if that's a rotate for them or a big concern for a push from them. Because if they do blow office, they could take Lumberyard really easy and then just split, and that's going to really put some pressure on the defenders. It looks like they're planning on... I can't tell if that's Barb or not, but it looks like there's Barb going down in kitchen, Barb going down in Brickhouse, and Barb going down in backstage. These are definitely some... interesting Barb spots. The brick house and backstage Barb. Oh, it's exact same Barb
double
layout.
Brick house and backstage. Yeah.
Exact same Barb layout we saw from Flogels that worked out so well from them. It's going to be interesting to watch Joss out there on the flank of the Knack. Seems like Mac is also going to be joining him.
Ooh. Yeah.
Xe playing North, watching Lumberyard with the Igmar. This is going to be very interesting to watch. The attackers appear to be doing an eco round. Like
Flogel's gonna get him in line of sight with from Executioner in a second. Actually, no, that's all broken. They have to get in before he sees anything. So,
but now Igmar's the best gun.
Oh, Executioner takes some shots, misses, and falls back, and now he and Volps are falling back into hallway. But the attackers don't actually want to go hallway, I believe. They're going in kitchen where Josh is, so takes the kill here with the Knack, but is then revenge killed by Roach. Executioner and Mackie now both defending Brickhouse. Executioner rotate down here while Volps is still covering the northern entry. And the attackers, except for Gatto, are all in kitchen now, flashing into Brickhouse. Molotov goes out, doesn't hit though. Executioner takes out Roach. It's now contesting Tiggerman with a shotgun, gets the kill here, and now it's down to Mackie to hold this. And Gatto is coming in here, supporting his teammates. Now we have 3 attackers in Brickhouse, fragging the barbed wire, and Mackie falls back because he's... Nope, I'm not gonna fight that without the barbed wire. The double flash actually in the second part of Brickhouse. Oh, there's some shoot through the window here. Gatto versus Mackie. Nobody really taking any damage. The rest of the attackers is delayed through the door. Oh, nice kill here from Cuckoo with the saber on the stage, taking out Mackie. Volps is getting shot here from Gatto through the window, but it's not being taken out. It's a 3v2. Rezi and Volps trying to hold this, but it's not looking too good. They're gonna get pinned at any moment. Ghetto is still separating them here through the window. It's actually now going south though, helping his teammates. Rezi behind the bomb. Teammates trying to push in, goes in. They don't have any flashbangs anymore though. Rezi takes some shots but cannot finish him off. Oh, gets Cuckoo when he moves through the door though. And now it's 2-2. Ghetto is moving in. Tigerman trying to get a crossfire, but nope. It's the defenders taking the crossfire. Oh, that's a trade. Ghetto and Rezi both going down. And now it's Tigerman on the bomb versus Wolves on the stage, and diffused at 40%. Gets cancelled. Tigerman takes the shot. Wolves gets around and gets the kill, securing another round for SH Esports. Slaughterhouse with the 2-2 here, winning the first defender round and now stealing the Saber. Actually,
going back
KR.
on the decision, keeping the KR. Probably didn't have much ammo left.
Probably.
That was a round. Volts was just holding out an office for far longer than I honestly think he should have. He probably should have rotated Lumberyard or Hallway a lot sooner. He was looking at Hallway, but he ended up not going there. Now, they won the round. I just think getting the flank off in Hallway, especially after the guy in Hallway was very clearly watching the window and not the door, would have been an interesting play.
Could have worked, for sure. Yeah, but it looked... Flogels started out really strong here, but now SH took 2 rounds from them and we're tied. So we'll see how this continues. I mean, they ecoed as well, so similar situation, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting to see the play on this map. Allied Keeper. Again, this factory has some very interesting spots on it. I think the dock play is probably the strongest play, but again, that's going to cost you a wall charge. There's also the green to power, but that requires pushing that toxic.
Which is really nasty.
You could probably avoid a barbed wire on the toxic catwalk there if you were to jump over. I don't know how much damage you would take, but it wouldn't be enough to kill you.
Oh yeah, I guess you could jump on the railing and then jump over, take a few dips off the toxic goo without dying. But yeah, you should be able to make it. That's a risky play. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get stuck in the wire and take damage anyways.
Yeah, fair.
Better than getting mollied in there. So who's gonna molly the toxic goo? It looks like they're saying no to fan. They have that crossed out on the map, the attackers. So I don't think we're even gonna see a peek there. Looks like
probably.
It looks like we're gonna see a West Office play here.
Yeah.
Interesting to note, the attackers did lose their Saber last round, so they're down a marksman weapon, and the attackers are likely going to be playing with a mop. In fact, I think we can see the mop in East Office right now. That or Allegros.
No, it's Allegros, I believe.
Yeah, okay, it's West Office with the mop then, unless that's an Igmar.
Probably.
No, that's an Igmar.
That's an Igmar, yeah.
Interesting.
No mop.
No mop was taken out.
They used the mob last round? I don't believe they did.
I don't think they did either. They didn't take many long guns. We got two barbs in West Office, which is going to be very strong as they're going there, and 1 in storage to cover the green flank. Should be a very good round for SH just from the setup.
Yeah, Flogels is also taking their time setting up their attack. Kuko and Ghetto getting there really late. Seems like they actually want to double charge. They have a door charge for Fan, and the others are going into Office, where Executioner Mackimouse is stopping them though. Rezi, however, is the one getting the kill from downstairs, and Flogels is now running around because they only brought 1 clacker but 2 charges. So interesting. Smoking into Fan, blowing it up, and Josh is waiting for them to jump through that. Now. Yeah, no, Mackie looked for a second like Mackie was in Office, but he's not. He's just waiting for Tigerman to make the wrong move here. He's flashing in. The other attackers are going in through shelving very successfully, taking out Executioner, Josh, and Volps here, and Resi and Ghetto actually trade. At that point, Mackie takes out Tigerman and brings it down to a 1v2. Can Mackie clutch this for his team?
It's still anyone's game.
He's in a good position. Kuko takes some shots, but Mack is still full HP. No damage taken. 2 people attacking him now. Now he's down to barely any HP, and Flogel finished him off. Quick thinking here, moving around the corner and taking him out when he steps out of the office, securing the round for Flogels.
If he had kept playing that corner by West Office, I think he could have done it. That would have enabled him to peak all of his fights and probably only take 1 of them at most at a time. And he gets the complete line of sight. What he did by going into West Office is he just exposed himself to both of them at the same time, which prevented him from being able to get a kill and just lost health. Both of them were hurt. In fact, you can see Flogels is very near death.
Yeah.
If Kuko hadn't been suppressing, he probably would have killed Flogel there.
Quite likely, yeah. But overall,
I will say,
so-
I think the KRs were definitely playing way out of position this round. Vulps was just caught at a range he couldn't take the fight at it in storage.
yeah. Yeah, and Josh Executioner being taken out as well was very, very unfortunate for Slaughterhouse Esports here.
Yeah.
Strong push by Flogels, though.
Yeah.
Interesting split push, a little bit delayed because they only wanted to bring one clacker, which, well, now means they have 2 clackers, but only 1 charge left. So
Yeah.
let's see what they do with that.
Well, it's better than having 1 charge less and no clackers.
Yeah, and it's better than having the defenders having a clacker and killing
Yeah.
one of your guys on storefront. So let's see how it works out for
Yeah.
Flogels.
It's going to be interesting what they're going to do with the wall charge, because they could use it as a door charge. Or they
Sure.
could go for the storefront breach. The storefront breach is very strong.
Nope, seems like they want to go through shed.
Yeah. Another potential idea that you could see is you could see them going green and then blowing in to get the power, blowing into freezer.
Oh, yeah, that's a strong one.
I don't know whether or not they consider power to be that viable.
Oh, they're
And
considering it.
they are. If they want to carry it through just one more room, they can blow right into the back of storefront through arcade. But yeah, no, it looks like they're going for that freezer push, which is going to take them around all barbed wire. It doesn't look like SH is even considering a green play right now. It seems like they're dedicating all their barbed wire for storefront, which, good on them. They know they only have the wall charge. So the obvious play here is to go storefront. That's what they did. So you dedicate the wire there. You can hold it from freezer. You can wall bang with Allegro, so the mop from the storage and arcade. You can play over here in this pocket. That is a very strong pocket. If they are going storefront, I think they are setting up for it properly. The issue is Flogels is not going storefront. And this is a huge thing. You got to be able to predict your opponent. And then if you can predict your opponent, a good way to think about it is when you're playing attack, you look at what you have and assume that the enemy knows exactly what you have and think about how you would defend for what you have and then do what would be weakest for your defense. Just outplay them there.
It works as long as the defender are not doing the same thing. But yeah.
Well,
it's
you
always
gotta
one who's going one step further. It's like poker in that regard.
Definitely. I know we can see the plays here. Vulps
They
has
don't
a
bring them
wire.
up. I guess they don't bring them up at all. Well,
That's definitely interesting. You can
So
see the
much
auto
fun.
and storage is going to be powerful if they push storage, but they're not pushing storage. Yeah. They have fully committed to storefront with barbed wire. There's going to be no opposition to this push in terms of barbed wire.
if they get into freezer, it's going to be rough for SH here. And it looks like they will.
If Ghetto kicks the shed here, they're probably going to rotate for that. Yep, there we go. They hear the noise. They've turned around.
They don't move. Okay, they go in. Voltage sets. They're in freezer and powers out immediately. Executioner is challenging them. Has to retreat to a frag grenade though. It's now rushing them in office, but it's been taken out because he was very low HP from the frag already. Wolf is trying to contest him in arcade. Is getting flashed here. Tigerman is not able to secure the kill here. Flogel is going down to a Molotov in storefront. And Wolf takes the kill on Tigerman, pushing Coco back here, holding arcade on his own against 2 attackers. Not bad. Josh is contesting freezer, but now eventually Coco takes out Wolves and it's down to a 2v2 at Mackie with the auto shotgun sitting on bomb. Josh sitting next to Tyler with the Gruber. Gatto and Cuckoo sitting in office, making a new plan. What do we do now? We have still 2 flashes. Cuckoo's picking up a KR. Has a flare. It's not going to be useful for him, I guess, but they're looking for equipment, I believe. Cuckoo wants more flashbangs, maybe. They still have 45 seconds on the clock. They have time to move. Ghetto is doing a move on his own, flashing into freezer, taking a lot of damage from Mackie here. And now Josh is pushing. Josh has barely HP, but gets the double kill on Ghetto and Cuckoo, securing the round for SH, bringing it up to a tie. 3-3 again. First half is a tie.
They lost the fight in arcade. That stalled them heavily, and the defenders were able to rotate on their freezer push, and that just left them stuck. You had 2 very strong players in Ghetto and Kuko playing in the office. The issue is they were not able to adapt. They did not know what to do in that situation, and they just decided to send it through freezer. And unfortunately for them, Mackie was watching with an LS, and that man is very accurate with that thing and was able to tag Ghetto super hard, allowing Joss to push in with the Gruber and just clean them up. The Gruber has an insane time to kill.
Yep, definitely. It was also a little interesting what you just mentioned. They were not able to adapt very well there. Ghetto was pushing into freezer, but Cuckoo was not. He was still in office or arcade, if I remember correctly. So Ghetto was kind of caught on his own there. If they would have pushed at the same time, and would have maybe looked a little different.
Whether that was a failure of communication or they had a plan to split, we may never know, but certainly didn't play out the way it should have, or the way they would have wanted it to. All right.
New set of maps?
New set of maps. Sides have stayed the same, so we still see Flogels on attack and SH on defense. The Flogels, the attackers, seem to be planning a club breach and an airlock breach split. That's going to cut the map in half if they are able to take their breaches. We already see barbed wire being planned in club. This is going to be a nasty barb setup for the attackers. They're just coming right in.
It's the perfect counter to the attacker plan so far. So
we see some right-in coming in.
This time it
should work.
Okay.
Okay, so the attackers are very confident in their plan. Unfortunately for them, the defenders have only marked 2 barb positions, and it is entirely to counter their plan.
Yep.
So I don't know if it'll work this time.
We'll see some roof flashbangs, I believe, on stage.
Yeah. Barb's going down right where they marked.
Yeah.
And a barb right on airlock. Every route they're going is being barbed.
God. Yeah. Barb on airlock is oof, this is gonna be rough to get through there. This executioner guarding it with the nag. Okay, they're closing the wall.
See Mackie with the mop watching the club door, and Josh with an Igmar and a Molotov. That is going to be a nasty crossfire. I would not want to push it. Unless Coco's able to win the sniper duel there.
We'll see. They
hear it. But Volts
is opening airlock, going in. Actually smoking it.
Smoking the windows so they can't know how many's coming. But this is
alright, this window is bulletproof though, right? So this was only
it was only information.
But SH did not rotate, and they're picking up the kills here. Flogel is down already. Josh is actually being taken out, so they actually succeed in taking club. But their player in airlock is down, which I guess was a sacrifice, kind of. Ghetto is pushing backstage. The others are setting up for a kitchen breach, where Executioner and Rezi are waiting with a knack and a shotgun. We'll see. That's a Molotov delaying them. Now they have to wait. Ghetto is trying to get here. Wolves is shooting through the walls. Cuckoo is on his way to support Ghetto. Maybe now he's just trying to get an angle on kitchen, but with no success so far. Another Molotov, and this will cost them a lot of time, but they still have a minute. So if they don't rush it, it should be fine. Or if they don't get irritated by it, it should be fine. Now eventually they'll setting up for the kitchen breach. Flashbang going out. Shotgun from Rezi here, not connecting. Both going down. Both defenders going down to Roach, getting double kill, and Kuko getting the kill here on Maki. That means it's Wolves versus 4. And Kuko is on Volt already, on the bomb. Ghetto coming on from behind, cleaning up Wolves. That was a very, very effective attack from Flogels.
I mean, they may have called the plan perfectly. The issue is an early flash was able to completely just take Josh and Mackie out of that initial fight. It landed right on top of Mackie, and I think it aim punched Josh just enough for them to be able to push in and take him out. And that smoke in airlock was ingenious. It prevented them from knowing how many were actually pushing airlock. So it left Josh and Mackie being the only ones covering club. Everyone else kind of
did not really rotate on that though, did they?
Yeah, they were not. They didn't rotate, but they weren't convinced. No one moved even after the breach.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they had 2 players in kitchen who could have supported the players in club, but they decided not to because they heard the airlock. So yeah, that was an interesting smoke. Yeah. I guess they were okay with the airlock player going down.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get next. Flogels in the lead now, actually. So, well, again, I guess.
Still anyone's game. 3-4 could go.
Absolutely.
Coming in on Operation Dawn Tide, we have a relatively open factory with Office providing huge Overwatch potential over everything. Defenders already concerned about that north red door by conveyors, which, yeah, you should be. It's basically a straight shot onto bomb. I mean, you can barb it pretty easy if you barb up here and here, but that's still dedicating 2 barbed wire to a red door. Now, we see the docks here. The docks is also going to provide interesting play. As a wall charge there, you can't really barb for it like you can the red door, and you're going to be able to just push onto bomb same way. The attackers already concerned about the line of sight from office onto bomb, as the bomb is rotated in such a way that the diffuser will always be exposed from that office. So very rightly in them, they are going to be concerned about it. Attackers also seem to be watching the north red door and the fan as potential breach points. Throwing a smoke down, cut the map in half. Very solid way to play factory. The less lines of sight you have to deal with, the better. Defenders planning a barb right on that office and maybe planning it on that red door.
I mean, they still have 2 charges, 2 clackers, so
Yeah.
it would be really dumb to not use one this round.
Unless they intend to double charge next round, but that's a risk.
But since they don't know what the next map is, this would be a really weird risk.
Barb coming down to barb between shelving and toxic and barb off the office. Interestingly, just giving them the north half in power, it seems.
Risky. I mean, if they don't go for power, it's fine. But
yeah, I mean, power isn't necessarily that strong, so they might not be too concerned about it. And they've got flares if it does happen, anyways.
Oh yeah, they have 2 flares. Yeah, I guess that's a conscious choice then to just give up power. Like if they take it with flares, it's fine.
And only use 2 barbs. They're probably gonna use 4 next round. Seeing the charge go down on that conveyors, no barb for it whatsoever. But Rezi's watching it with a Molotov and a Legos.
We'll see if that's enough. Double breach, well, 1 breach and a green push. Lots of guns on this red push and shelving. Rezi taking out Roach here, but Flogel gets the range kill. And Flogel also killed Wolves in office, so that's strong. They're also setting up for office now, and Tiggerman taking out Executioner. Kuku is sitting on Fan. I don't believe they opened it up for him yet. Taking out Maki Moose here. This is, again, really strong for SH. For Flogel, sorry. For SH, the only one left is Josh, who's fighting Ghetto here in Toxic, and now he's in a bad situation because Flogel is diffusing already. I don't see him making that. Taking Tiggerman, okay, but that's not enough.
He's not going to stop the defuse, but the more equipment he can deny, the better.
Well, that's 5-3 then.
Yeah. No, I don't know what SH was doing there. They didn't seem to have a plan. Like, they placed barbed wire, and then they rotated in such ways that the barbed wire was near useless for them. Like, we saw Josh rotate into Toxic.
Through the barbed wire.
Yeah, he had to go through the barbed wire. Rezi, impressive play with the Legros, though. Like,
yeah, that was contesting 2 attackers on that red door just with conveyors as cover. That was
at that range for the Legros. That is impressive.
I mean, I like to call it my little shotgun, but yeah, you can spam click it.
you got to find the golden range where the recoil's just right. If you find that, it is a monster. You can just 2-tap everyone.
Yeah, that's true. But the alternative is just to get close and spam it. Like
that is a way to use the Legros. Not necessarily the right way.
My way.
As I said, it's a way. Here we see on Operation Saber Northern, we have a shed that you can wall charge into and get power.
What outside power? Interesting.
Oh, but you need a door charge to actually get into the building from it.
Oh, that's
interesting.
So actually, double charge would be valuable on this map because
attackers already have noticed it.
Yeah, it's not helping them much. Well, I guess they can take power and then go through bathroom.
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
That's weird though. I would have expected there to be well, if there would be a green door, it would be too strong.
Yeah.
So it's basically the thought process of the map designer here probably is, which is probably Sandwich, is I'm giving them a really easy power, but it doesn't let them into the building.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it looks like the attackers are thinking about a bathroom to tellers wall charge, which is very powerful, especially since we're not going to see defenders playing power, likely, which means they can't turn the power off, which means they're going to be able to open shutters, which is going to open up the office storefront rotate and a line of sight. That is a very powerful strat. Unless one of the defenders is willing to kick down that red door or shotgun it open, they're going to have no counter whatsoever.
I mean, they can continue to defend it from Freezer, I guess, but that's kind of it.
Yeah. I mean,
Arcade as well, but yeah, they have to fight Arcade Freezer then. And
they have barbs coming down on bathroom. 2 barbs on bathroom. They have seen this play coming, but no one's watching it.
Interesting. That's actually 3 barbs in bathroom. We have the mob on attack, very far in the south. Tiggerman waiting for shutters to be open. Frag grenade taking out 2 barbed wires and they're pushing in. Josh trying to take some shots with a shotgun, not connecting. Walter into Teller. There's Executioner. Can he defend it? He can't. Flogel taking it. Open X shutters, and now it's Tiggerman's game. Take control.
He's yet to open shutters.
But
They got power. They pushed power.
Oh, what? They pushed power. Wolf's Wolf sucked his life for power, I guess. He opened the door. Cuckoo was waiting outside.
That might win them the round.
That might win them the round. Wolves died there, but it prevented the teleplay. Tiggerman rotated now, is in bathroom with the mob, completely the wrong gun for this range. Pushing into offensive flashbangs, but there's nobody there. The defenders are all sitting in storefront and freezer now. Still have the auto shotgun here, waiting for them to leave Teller. Rezi in a secure position. They're trying to wallbang here, but Rezi is not where they expected him. Oh, Executioner is actually pushing them with the auto shotgun. There's a flash. He gets a double kill anyway, taking them out. And now it's Tiggerman and Cuckoo. Tiggerman rotates through a cat, opened the red door, turned on power, but Cuckoo can still get in.
They have lost control of Tellers.
Yep, that lost control of Tellers.
We're seeing 2 long-range guns against a long-range gun and 2 very close-range
guns. For Cuckoo to come around, and he is, but he can't find the kill. Cuckoo takes him out. And now it's 2v2, but this is going to be rough for them. Tiggerman is waiting for his teammate. Still again attacking Arcade. That was weird. Tiggerman now rotating into the storefront. He's not going to get a good line of sight. Rezi's waiting for him very patiently. Executioner taking out Cuckoo in the meantime with the auto shotgun. Tiggerman trying to get the shot here. Rezi is rushing him, but fails. Tiggerman kills him with the pistol here. 25 seconds on the clock. Executioner still with the auto shotgun in Teller. Tiggerman is starting to defuse. Executioner is going to have to push him. He's trying to take a shot. It's a fallback. Tiggerman is still on pistol. Pistol with the auto shotgun. This is such a hard battle, but he's... Oh god, the time is running out. 10 seconds. He's at 30%. Executioner is waiting patiently. Tiggerman tapping the defuse. 5 seconds, 50%. This is so close. This is so close. Executioner finally person takes the kill here. Bringing this round to
Wonderful round. Oh, that was an amazing round to watch.
Wow. Oh, what a... Oh. We would need like an hour to analyze this properly, but please give us a short rundown.
Oh, that was amazing. So, we see Volps, who sacrificed himself to win the round effectively. Yep. We have the attackers, they have full control of Tellers for a solid half of that match. But because power's out, they aren't able to use their long-range weapons effectively. They want to get that Moth, they want to get that Igmar in front of the storefront to just clear it out, because it's complete open season there. There is absolutely no cover for the defenders to hide behind, and we saw mostly close-range guns there anyways. They had no chance. But with power out, we were able to see Xe just push them in Tellers and wipe them out with the auto. That is perfect case use of the auto shotgun. A wonderful round.
Absolutely. At first I want to commend actually Coco for expecting someone to come out into the chat, because he got the kill. It was too late, but he got the kill on Volps. So that was well prepared. But what I was wondering is, did Volps, did he plan to do that in case they breached Teller, or was that just really quick thinking?
Yeah. That's either a really good example of planning ahead, planning for what your enemy is going to do. I mean, they clearly called the wall charge play, or it could have been straight adaptation.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right. One of the two, and both would be very impressive. Yeah. So, very well played. That was a beautiful round.
Coming in on the last set of the game, it's 4-5 Flogels back on receiver Galahad. Seems like the defenders are setting up to hold club, as that is a strong push, and the attackers appear to be going brick house, which looks like the only player in brick house is going to be there to watch airlock. I think they're going to leave that airlock open so that the window can see to the outside, which will allow them to make the call that they're pushing brick house.
Oh yeah, true. If it's open, they can just see outside. They cannot shoot because, again, this is bulletproof, but...
Yeah, it's going to be a very narrow line of sight, but I think they have one.
Yep. Yeah, there should... Well, yeah, I guess there should be a few pixels.
They've marked a bar for Brickhouse, but they haven't placed it yet. Ghetto might be moving to place it now. Yeah, he seems to be moving to place it.
He's also not on window yet, so he can't actually see anyone moving through our log. Mackie is looking now, but... Yeah, nobody is... Okay, they don't know where they're coming. So they actually did not go to the position they marked on the map. And then all the attackers are slow walking to the red door.
They might catch Ghetto way off guard, and he hasn't placed the wire yet. We'll likely see a desperate place right where he is standing right now, or it's going to get completely wasted.
Mackie is smoking our log. Ghetto's taking a peek.
They heard the pinhole. They shouldn't have primed the flash yet.
They're going in. Ghetto's falling back. Yeah, he placed it by wire as you predicted. They're flashing in. Flogels trying to hold Kitchen. Oh, Mackey's going down, but Wolves gets Flogel here. And they're locked down with the Molotov. Cannot really progress. Oh, Wolves gets a kill on Roach. Cuckoo's, I think, trying to set up wall banks here. No, actually, there's a door. Never mind. But he's been taken out. That's 3 kills for the attackers so far. That's looking pretty good. Only lost 1, so it's 3 versus 2 now. But they kind of have to get through that choke point. Well, you don't have to if you just kill all of them. Tiggerman going down, but there's a revenge kill. But Ghetto eventually going down as well. Just beautiful gunplay by Slaughterhouse here.
No, that room is a heavy choke point. But the issue is, I mean, they placed that wire, but they had to fall back from it. They weren't able to exploit that position of the wire. It is a very strong wire, but it didn't do them much good.
Oh, I just noticed the defenders actually had a wire between Kitchen and Club, and I think that kind of made it hard for them to actually defend Kitchen because there were like Tiggerman and Ghetto died back there.
Yeah, they couldn't AD spam to avoid the shots. I know. 5-5, anyone's game. Whoever wins the next round is guaranteed to not lose.
Well, yep. Very close match so far. Interesting back and forth. Both teams showing very good planning and execution. Both teams sometimes like getting outplayed by the other team. It's really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting seeing as both these teams were heavily favoring the attacker side in their win percentages last game. But I think on this one, the defenders are winning more often than not.
It certainly feels like it, yeah. At least for both teams, yeah.
I think it is both teams are probably going to have a slightly higher defender win rate. Or I'm looking at the numbers right now. It's about even, actually.
Okay. Which is still impressive because if we're looking at the overall stats so far, it looks like the attackers are, at least in DPL week 1, a little bit favored, or quite heavily favored over the defenders. Right.
We had a few teams like SPG and Hypa and some of the others that were able to get over 50% defender win rates, and I think SPG even had a higher defender win rate than attacker win rate.
Oh, impressive!
But, I mean, yeah, SPG is a very strong defensive team.
I mean, the usual like opinion on this is that it's harder to make a very good defender plan than it is to make a very good attacker plan. So on a high skill level, usually it's not as super. But if the team is not very good at defending, they have a hard time on a high skill level.
Yeah,
basically
there's definitely that.
Like it's really tricky to come up with a really good defense plan. So.
Yeah. It looks like SH is really liking this fan, which, why wouldn't you? It gives great line of sight. You're able to control those conveyors. You're able to control that whole corridor that you're going to have to push. And once you get in there, you have those shelvings that you can stand on, and you can clear shelving pretty easily.
Yeah, and you can get office from shelving.
Your concern is probably office at that point. It looks like they might be planning to clear out Toxic. Oh no, that's a jump through Toxic to avoid the catwalks that they were thinking about.
That's risky.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna do that because it looks like they're gonna go all fan. Kuko sitting in conveyors with the mop, probably going to contest whoever has the saber.
Yeah, he has to rotate, but he can really quickly. Smoke breach on fan. Interesting. They're all rushing in with flashbangs. Flogels the only one contesting. Going down to way too many attacker shots there. They're on shelving, contesting office now. Roach going down. There's a frag grenade. Wolf's killing himself. What? Failed frag. Oh no. Executioner trying to contest office, but Mackie is contesting Kuko, who's in a bad spot here, being pinched by Rezi and going down to that. And Mackie finishing off Gato. What? Yep, that was fast.
Well, I mean, defenders didn't even get a kill there.
Nope, the only one on the attacker team dying was Wolps, who killed himself.
Yeah, no, that was a powerful play. They didn't even have a mop. Or no, they did have a mop. They didn't have a saber.
Yeah, they didn't have a saber.
I know. We see the attackers looting the bodies. All of them have defender guns at this point, which isn't surprising.
Yeah. That was just very well executed, I'd say.
Yeah,
like the defenders didn't really plan for that either, and they just pushed really aggressively onto the shelvings, taking out office basically.
It was pretty much all down to Kuko to hold that line of sight with the mop, and due to the smoke, he just didn't have a chance.
Yeah. Also he was not originally watching Fan, right? He was watching the red door, so he had
Yeah.
he took a few seconds to reposition himself to get behind the conveyors,
Yeah.
and there was enough time for them to push in. They executed really, really fast, and that
You
won
know,
them the round.
Ghetto and Roach were just caught in the office, and they couldn't
Yeah.
do much. And they unfortunately just got picked off through the windows. So it's now Flogels' game to lose. SH has secured the tie. So this round is going to determine whether it's going to be a win for SH or a tie.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth score points in the end,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, you get that huge morale hit to your team when you get that to that sixth win, because when you have the sixth win, you know you can't lose. That relaxes you. It makes you feel good about yourself. When you see that, you know you can't win. It's not going to feel great. I can't imagine the morale for Flogels is amazing right now, but I doubt it's poor. SH is probably maybe not over the moon, but they're better than feeling than they started this match. Those first few rounds were really hard for them. Coming in, Operation Northern Saber again. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, maybe not wonderful, but definitely an interesting map. We got the shutter rotate from office to storefront, and the shed power. That is such an interesting map.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
so what do they have
attackers,
left?
They just have a wall charge. They have a wall charge. That's it. And they're
the
just
defenders are expecting the same play as last set, but
I
seems
mean,
like they want to
SH, you know,
again with the traditional war charge, right?
Yeah.
Storefront war charge.
It may be predictable, but it is so hard to counter. I mean,
absolutely.
You have these storefronts that have absolutely zero cover in them. This is better than most. You do have some full cover over there, which is really helpful for holding it. But I mean, they're able. You have all these lines of sight that go into storefront are very helpfully marked in bright colors, just all around. You're able to completely watch it. You know, you can throw that. It tells you right where to watch. Tells you right where to smoke. You just know what to do before you even go in there. There's not even a question of where you're going to be getting shot from.
Yeah,
true. It's powerful. It's really hard to counter at the current time. You need Molotovs in storefronts, and even then, that requires you not getting gunned down. They're placing barbs for it, but
that's an interesting barbed wire placement.
That barb, all that's going to do is force them to go by the freezer units, which I guess if you have shotgun playing around it, like it looks like Flogels might be.
I think that's their plan. Might work.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Volps frag. Oh, that was a flash. If that was a frag,
that would have been nice. Yeah, Volps is making some noise in bathroom, while the others are setting up storefront. Roach is actually moving into storefront now. Has to turn around. Ooh, this is careful. They're dangerous. They're swarming in. Avoided the Molotov. Roach being pinned at here immediately. Flogel coming out of the smoke with the shotgun. Actually ran next to Josh, and now it's getting Josh out as well. Wow, very well played by Flogel here, making trading or revenge killing two of the attackers after he lost Roach. But they're in storefront now, and the defenders have to find a way to stop them from taking bomb. Well, Flogel stops Wolves there, so very effectively. Executioner securing Freezer by taking out Kuko, and now Tiggerman and Flogel pushing into storefront. But Ghetto with the auto shotgun is going down, but Rezi is being taken out by Tiggerman here. The revenge kill. Now Flogel is rushing them.
Flogels!
What a tie! Wow.
4K from Flogels.
Oh wow, yeah.
That first kill on Mackie was great. Coming through the smoke, getting the flank. You do not give defenders smoke grenades in this game. They can play in there. Not only does it block the flash effect, but they can see in there. You've got a shotgun in there. It is devastating. It is.
Is it blocking the flash?
It does.
The
concussion still gets you, but the flash effect does get mitigated slightly. I mean, it's powerful. They can't see you. You push in. He kills Mac. He pushes in. I honestly don't know how he won half of those fights.
And then he pushed back into arcade and got
he
Josh.
pushed back into the arcade.
Josh and Mackie were just
guard.
Yeah, so was Mackie. I think those two were just caught off guard because of the smoke, and he rushed in and out and first killed Mackie and then Josh. And then he rushed Rezi in the end. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, no,
actually,
Exy got pushed there. Exy was getting shot from two angles. He had a KR, he could have won the fight, but that is a very hard fight to win. You have a long-range gun suppressing you while the short-range gun pushes you. That is great teamwork from them, whether that's just something they have built up and were able to figure out, or if that was communicated that, hey, I'm going to suppress him with the long gun, you push him with the shotgun and do your thing. I honestly don't know how he didn't take that much damage. they knew he was there after the first kill. After his first kill, every other kill was contested in some way, but he was on half health when the round ended, and that was from Josh's knack in the second kill. So, honestly, Flogels, beautiful round. Tying the game, gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking at the main menu right now and seeing like the rivals matches going on. There's L2G versus I'm not sure who the other team is. They don't have name tags, and I could look it up. Seems like LCG is in the lead versus Fierce Blue. Oh, that's Fierce Blue. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
2-1 so far. So we'll see. I'm not sure what the other match there is. Is that a rivals match as well? Might just be a regular casual match. Actually, no, both casual matches. Wait, then it's actually not the rivals match, I guess. Never mind. I take that back.
So, any idea how the next match is gonna go? Or next game?
I mean, we should be starting soon.
Yeah.
I assume, at least.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it could easily tie again. That is.
It could easily. Yeah, for sure, it could tie again. It was obviously very close. So, we'll find out. Actually, I forgot to open the coordination channel, so I now know when they're actually starting. Be good.
All right. Seems like we're going on a break.
Yeah, they're taking a short break, and I believe they want to play on. Yeah, Slaughterhouse just offered them to play on EU. That's good sportsmanship.
No, I think they got salty about getting Peakers advantaged against them, so now they want it.
I guess it can be an advantage to play on high ping, yeah. So
having talked with some of the Slaughterhouse guys, they definitely believe higher ping is a huge advantage in this game. So
Fair enough.
I mean, yes, it's definitely good sportsman to have it on both servers, but I think it's also they're viewing this as they're going to be able to come around the corners and get the kills.
I mean, it depends on play style, right? And Slaughterhouse plays very aggressively on the attack. That is very fast. So getting PK's advantage might be a benefit there. Yeah. Who knows? We will find out. So first game was on US East, and the second will be on Europe in a few minutes. I'd say we take a short break. What about you?
Yeah, no, a break definitely seems like a good idea.
Okay, well then we'll be back in a few minutes with the second game. The first one was very intense, so I'm looking forward to the second one. And after that, later we will have Fierce versus what was it? BTG, right? Yeah. How could I forget?
BTG warming up and some casuals.
Yeah, well, this is gonna be rough. Both teams definitely want to win that. Gonna be very interesting. Okay, cool. So be right back. Don't go anywhere.
been sleeping alone, and I've been eating alone, hiding under the stairs, even though no one's home. And if you're living in the daylight, living underground, never sending a message, there's someone's watching. Someone's watching. Hear the flock of the sirens, watch through the screen. He hatched thoughts at the supermarket, never crossed the sea. With the cameras hanging on plastic rings, he always had the feeling that someone's watching. And now she's sleeping alone, and now she's eating alone, hiding under the stairs, even though no one's home. And if you're living in the daylight, living underground, never sending a message, there's someone's watching. I don't care if someone's watching.
Welcome back. The transition still says qualifiers. We're still in the main season. Don't listen to the qualifier, to the transition animation.
I mean,
Listen to me.
You could argue it's qualifiers for the playoffs.
Yeah, technically, I guess. But no, we're in the second week of the second season of the Due Process League, and we're in the first match of this weekend, which is Team Flogels versus Team Slaughterhouse Esports. The first game was a tie, 6-6, and now the second game is gonna start. And as a reminder, if one team wins now, then they'll gain 2 points because they won a game and tied a game. If they tie again, both teams gain 1 point. If one team would have won both games, which they can't anymore because they tied the first one, they would have gained 3 points. But well, that's not what's happening today. So we'll see. We're in the second game. The first game was amazing, an amazing back and forth between the two teams. Seemed very even. And what I liked about it especially is that it came down to a lot of planning, real-time really quick adapting skills and outplaying your opponents, and not so much down to gunplay. So I really enjoyed that. We'll see how it goes now.
There's definitely some very strong plans there. I mean, both teams, very strong shooting teams. I think we really saw some good performance.
They both have solid players.
Especially that last round with Flogels, who was just came in with the shotgun, was able to get a 4K. That was wonderful to watch. But, it's boring when the games only go because one guy's just going and shooting everyone with a shotgun. When it comes down to these plans, it's wonderful. So we're here on Operation Caged Kingfish. We got that long line of sight from Office.
This is a huge
yeah. While charging the number 1 dock, that would be strong because you're probably going to catch someone watching it. Both teams are just marking it as long line of sight. It almost seems like the attackers, who we have Flogels attacking on the start here, they might be considering going Office.
Yeah, it swapped around. This time Flogels is attacking first. So
yeah. We can see anticipated barb for storage, and the defenders are assuming a green play, but it looks like it's going to be Office here.
Yeah, we'll see if Flogels can catch SH here off guard with that. But I mean, they have 2 players in Office, and there's a lot of cover in Office. So
Mackey's going to be holding that long angle with a Gruber. If he can manage to suppress them for long enough, he is going to do some damage.
They're also going to fight the winner, though. Yeah. Storage, probably. Oh, no. Josh didn't take the shot there.
This might be a fake. But 3 players for a fake is a little much.
I assume they're going to split. Dorcha just plays, going off. Molotov is out immediately. Oh, dealing damage to Flogel. Not too much, but they got the smoke in, but that's not going to help because they have to pull back thanks to the smoke. The others secured storage, though. Rezi is holding service on his own. They get in there, they take power. Flogel and Ghetto eventually pushing in, taking out the two defenders in office, while the others are taking out Rezi and now taking power. And Josh is going down as well. So it's down to Mackie, who's fighting Tiggerman on the docks here with the Gruber versus an AP. Not a great battle on that range. Not terrible either, though. He could win that. We'll see. No, he doesn't. Tiggerman doing that, and that's only one attacker being taken out. I didn't even. Oh, that was an office. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like Rezi assumed what got thrown in was a flash instead of a frag, and unfortunately for him, it was a frag. So, you know, in a lot of cases, it is a strong idea to try and push the attackers when they throw the flash at you, because it's going to be behind you, you're going to get flashed less, and you're going to catch them off guard. When it's a frag, that's less of a great idea.
That's unfortunate.
He got caught way out of position because of that, and he was also on top of a frag grenade. So he went down. Although it almost seemed like an eco round for the defenders. They used one barbed wire and they used Max and Grubers. The most expensive gun they have was an Igmar, I think.
Which you really want to use on factory anyway, if possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they didn't use the mob. Not much barbed wire. I think I saw one Molotov. I'm not sure if they brought more.
Yeah. I mean, while the attackers didn't lose much utility, they did use a lot of it to take what was overall a very equipment low round for the defenders. I think we could see a round with maybe even 5 barb coming up, which is going to be very hard to push.
Yeah, just to reiterate, we mentioned it before. Oh wait, did we actually mention that on stream? No, I think we only talked about it while we were muted. So the first game was being played on US East because Flogels is an EU team and SH is an NA team. And SH offered or asked if they want to play the second game on EU. They agreed, and so here we are on EU. SH apparently hoping to get the Picos advantage with a higher ping here. We'll see if it works out for them. Yeah. So far it didn't.
So far it hasn't.
We'll see how it goes for the future rounds. So we're on Northern Bison now.
This is a very interesting map because you have these peak windows from Club. They're raised windows that you can throw frag grenades for, but you also get these lines of sight onto hallway, which are very strong, especially this most southern one because it gives you a huge long line of sight onto hallway. It's going to be powerful if they enter hallway, which is why I think the attackers are looking to completely avoid hallway. The defenders have some interesting markers for barbs. Not sure what Slaughterhouse is exactly trying to convey by those blobs, but assuming it's barbed wire, they seem to be placing it in overall good position for Flogel's attack plan. It looks like they're going to go lockers and then split kitchen and backstage. I don't know if the kitchen team is just going to hold the rear and clear kitchen, or if they're actually going to push hallway. If they push hallway, they do have to contend with all those peak windows, which is maybe not the greatest idea.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely interesting. I mean, the attackers are down at door charge, I guess, but they still have 2 clackers, so they're fine. They still have the Saber. They secured it from last round. We'll see if the defenders bring the mob this time. No mob. No auto shotgun. That's a lot of KRs and shotguns and the Ingmar.
Not quite another save round. They do have some slightly more expensive guns, but they still seem to be holding
only
all their
2 barbed
equipment.
wires. Actually 3 barbed wires.
Yeah, Volps is holding on to 1. He's probably going to try and get a pick or 2, do some damage, and then pull back. That is a very strong play because he's not going to have to go through his own wire, but it is risky. If he goes down, that's completely wasted barb.
Also, only 2 Molotovs.
Yeah.
So,
and we're not seeing anyone even playing backstage.
There goes the door charge. They're going in, immediately running away.
Gets the barb down. Not perfect, but it's effective. No one's covering that wire. Everyone's still stacking Club.
Josh contesting Flogel though and taking him out in hallway. So that's the first attacker down. Frag grenade was used, but missed the barbed wire. Doesn't matter because it's not being... Oh, it's actually getting covered from Club. That's the long range. They're cannot connect the kill. Josh wallbanging, trying to find Tiggerman. Barely misses though. Oh, Executioner going down to Roach, but Rezi gets the kill on Tiggerman. Kind of missed that. It's been taken out by Roach here now. Josh pushing in from behind, taking out Ghetto. and it's been killed by Kuko, who was still outside, or again outside. I think he stepped outside, actually. Interesting. And it's time to do a 2v1. Mackie with the shotgun here against 2 attackers. He has some bomb, he has a Molotov, but he's getting flash, has to pull back the on-bomb now. It's going to be rough. I assume Kuko's going to throw the other flash. He is trying, yeah, he can't stop
He's
that.
caught way out of position there. He had to rush in their way earlier.
He's trying to get a kill here.
If he can deny them clacker, that's all that matters. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter.
No, they still have another clacker. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Not well. That worked well for Flogels for the most part.
Yeah. No. I think they really should have either. They didn't full stack club, and they were holding club really well with the 3 they had in there. And while I don't think full stacking a room is really ever the greatest idea, the issue is their flanks held for far too long. Now they did have Josko on that flank, and he was able to get at least 1 pick, I think. But he was taken out by Kuko, and he lost a lot of health doing it. That may have delayed them. That may have really helped in the end. But I think Mackie just continuing to hold that flank, he should have pushed in. He had the shotgun. He needed to be on bomb. He knew all of his teammates were dead or, Josh flanking. There was no reason for him to be playing that far back. He had an LS, but that was not going to carry him at that range against 2 attackers who, while they were hurt, weren't really hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, similar to earlier, Flogels goes in with a 2-0 lead. This time on attack, though, so we'll see if it plays out similar to earlier.
Yeah.
They still have a wall chair, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they look to already be planning to use it. They've marked 3 locations on the storefront that interest them, and even the shed play. Another shed power. This time it has green doors. So
Oof, that's a really strong shed.
Yeah, but then you get caught. You have to push through storage and freezer or through arcade. Both of those are pretty easy to hold in barb locations.
Fair.
They're already concerned about the arcade. You can see the
arcade is hard to take, I guess. But still,
SH appear to be thinking to barb for storefront, which it looks like that barb in front of office would get blown up. So I think it's 4 tiles that you have to place it back for wall charges.
Might be. Depends on where he places it, I guess.
So it won't counter that play much. Honestly, what you probably want is one up here. And like over here.
In front of the peak hole, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it works out for them.
Yeah. They should have a lot of wire, because they've been
They have a lot of wire
sparing.
in chat. Interesting.
Not gonna do much, because the wall charge should get rid of it.
If they wall charge, it doesn't do much. I guess it's to prevent attackers going from arcade into shed.
Yeah.
So.
We see 5 wire coming down.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how much good it's going
The mob,
to do.
not a shotgun, 3 mollies, 2 flares.
Yeah, I think they really decided to stack last round.
Yeah, either that or they just realized, wait, we have still so much equipment, let's bring it.
Yeah. No, they might have been almost giving Flogels the first few rounds in order to feel them out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. You don't know the maps for the first 3 rounds, so this might have been their plan. To just stack it all, take 1 round on defense, and then have the knowledge about the maps. Mackie is contesting Kuko, but loses through the freezer shelves, goes down. Molotov is being placed to delay Kuko, but I don't think Kuko wants to push it. Oh, that was close! Josh almost being caught here by the ball charge. Kuko going down. Oh, so is Roach. Good defensive from SH so far. Ghetto getting around. Doesn't see Resi, who's hiding behind the bomb, but Resi doesn't see him either. Josh just rushing Tigerman in the smoke. Will he take the kill here? No, yeah, he does. Okay, a little late. Ghetto going down as well, and now it's down to Kuko. That was a good defense so far from Slaughterhouse here. All down to Kuko.
Kuko was tagged by Mackie, so he's only on 15 health. Nearly every defender's on full health here.
He's sitting in front of 2 barbed wires as well, so doesn't have a frag. Flashbang smoke's not going to do much here. I mean, there's no point in saving, so I guess he takes the risk.
He goes down.
Josh with the triple kill.
What a wonderful round. I mean, that's what happens when you stack all your power weapons and, like, the majority of your well over half your barbed wire for 1 round, you should probably win.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it didn't even come down to the barbed wire. It was mostly the Team Flogels being overwhelmed in storefront. I don't think the smoke did them much good, to be honest.
No, it helped the defenders in that case.
Yeah, it seemed to be confused them more than help. In
Suddenly,
general, like,
they weren't 4 attackers pushing. They were 4 individual attackers pushing. They were able to take fights in 1v1s. Right?
That's the thing. The smoke can be a 2-sided sword. It's dangerous. if you because the smoke allows for chaos, and chaos is where the defenders shine, right?
Yeah.
They want to surprise you from behind, because they can usually not take those straight up fair 1v1 fights because they have less HP, they have the weaker guns. Well, not necessarily, but in a lot of situations. But they have to have 50 points less of hit point. 50 less hit points, and therefore they need to take advantage of their position, have to flank, have to confuse you, have to come from behind, something like that. And smokes allow them to do that. So you have to be careful with your smokes. Definitely, they can be a valuable tool, but they can also backfire heavily, as we saw here.
Yeah, now we're back on Operation Caged Kingfisher with this massive, disgusting line of sight from office to dock. Looks like the defenders are planning to use it. We have switched sides. So we see Flogels on defense now and SH on attack. SH seems to be heavily considering the stock play, which is very strong. You do have to watch out for the catwalk from office, because you can just, firing squad from that onto dock. And the defenders are planning to barb into storage, but it looks like the attackers' play is to just get onto dock, spread out, and just take fights, which, yeah, it's a valid play. It looks like we're seeing 3 barb placements, 2 of which are basically just counters to green. That barb in servers, I don't know how much good it's going to do. If they want to hold the power, I would have put it more over here so that it would prevent them from being able to take the power. But if you just want them to not get out of the room once they take power, it's a valid point. That barbed wire in office would force them to go down the line of sight, which is very strong. Unfortunately, there have been no barbs placed for this dock. The attackers are just going to get in and spread out. Kuko's going to get caught way out of position.
So might Ghetto, maybe, potentially, depending on where he ends up. Kuko with the mob. Well, now he's moving into office.
Yeah.
What is Mackie doing there?
Making noise.
I guess.
think he has a flash primed.
Okay, I guess
they heard the pin.
Oh, he made them hear the pin. Oh, that's clever. Yeah, they're slow walking down to dock. Ghetto. I guess Ghetto will not be caught in a blast because he's in the truck, but...
We can already see, at least, Tiga's probably thinking they forgot Clacker and moving to cover the storage.
Mm-hmm.
Ghetto's either going to be a monster in that truck, or he's going to get instantly locked in or killed.
Taking the time down to 1 minute 20 already before the door has even been reached.
Kuko's already rotated to docks. No, he
There we
hasn't.
go.
Jumped.
Flashing in, Ghetto immediately taken out. Kuko repositioned behind the shelvings now. Molotov going out, not doing much. Roach taking some shots, has to fall back. Flogel is sitting on the shelves. Kuko is being contested and taken out by Makimus here. Flogel is waiting. Oh, he's over Wolves now. Wolves takes out Roach, but Flogel is above him with the shotgun. Fails to kill him, that is getting crossfired, being taken out. Tiggerman can't get a foot on dock, and that's a clean sweep for Slaughterhouse Esports.
Beautiful execution. It seemed like no one on Flogels was even considering a dock breach other than maybe Ghetto.
Maybe Ghetto, yeah.
And they just did not know how to position themselves for it. We saw Flogels, he had some pretty good positioning there. He was going to ambush with the shotgun, but he got lurled out into a crossfire. Kuko just got caught way out of position. He could have done a lot of damage with that mop. But I mean, I think we saw a point, like you were saying last round, that chaos is where defenders thrive. I think some teams can make chaos work on attack, and I think SH can be one of those teams.
I say from the first game and this round so far, Slaughterhouse seems to do really well on attack if they're moving fast.
I mean, we're back on round 5 where we were last game too. So
absolutely, but the sides have been swapped, so let's see how it goes.
I think Slaughterhouse definitely needs, that momentum behind them. They gotta keep pushing. As soon as they stall, they're dead.
That seems how it goes so far, yeah. We'll see if they can keep going or maybe break that pattern, but so far that's what happened for sure.
Looks like Slaughterhouse is looking at an office checkpoint split, which is pretty strong. It's gonna really just cut off anyone in office. The issue is anyone in checkpoint or hallway or even club could get some tags on the people going checkpoint. You could even see backstage getting wall bangs all the way up there. So this is definitely a risk. Initially, it looked like Flogels was planning to double barb the office red, but have seemed to pull back to just single barbing on that office screen door, and then barbing backstage.
Did they use much of barbed wire last round?
They used 3 wire, so that was a standard
average.
deployment. They might have one. They don't have any other marks for it. So they might still put a barb in office, or they might have a delayed barbs. You know, someone in club could play, and it looks like they are considering putting one on stage. They are at least planning for 3 barb right now.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Both teams painfully aware of those little windows from the stage, marking them heavily on the map.
Those are nasty.
Yeah. Those can be mean, and it goes both ways. If you're watching the bomb from stage, you can just get shot in the back.
Okay, Slaughterhouse is moving out.
Making a fast rush to office, making a lot of noise.
Actually, maybe Josh and Maki are going. Yeah, they're going checkpoint apparently. The rest
They're
of
gonna
the team
try
is
and catch the rotate.
Kuku is defending on with a shotgun. That's a bad range, I believe.
Yeah, no, you're not going to be doing much at that range, especially with all the cover.
Is he on his? Oh, he's on his pistol. He has an LS in his hands, so.
It's still going to require him to get headshots.
Maki and Josh going in from behind. This might get Kuku in a really good position. Yep, taking out from behind from Maki here, and now 5 people in office. That's barbed wire, double barbed wire. I guess just
late barb.
They have a Molotov. Oh, there's a frag grenade taking out both. Molotov delaying them.
2
wasting
flashbangs wasted.
Oh, Vogel! Oh, in hallway taking out Josh, but it's them being killed, and now the auto shotgun could be picked up by Volps. We'll see if he takes it. He's a little careful, worried about windows or another attacker. Yeah, Molotov! He gets caught in the Molotov! Oh no! And now Volps is on the windows. Ghetto is shooting him. They're fighting each other. Nobody finds the kill here. Volps did not pick up the auto shotgun. So I guess. Oh, now he is.
Now he's got it. Let's see if he wallbangs with it.
Tiggerman's still waiting in backstage for his time to shine. And he might be able to hold Volps. Now he's rotating, actually. Well, maybe. No, he's not. Volps is going all the way around. Oh, Executioner died in office to Roach. So that's not good for SH here. But maybe Volps can clear it out if he's not being stopped by Will Tiggerman. There's barbed wire in his door. And Tiggerman is there with the knack. Oh, gets the kill. And it's done to Resi. He's taking Roach, but is revenge killed by Ghetto. And that's 3-2 for Flogels.
Yeah. I don't think that flank would have paid off just due to that barbed wire. And now they recovered the other shotgun.
Yep.
No, I think it would have been better used to try and clear the stage or try to support a push. Because both the attackers at that point had more HP than the defenders in the club. So they could have easily just tanked a few shots and gotten in there and cleared it out, and then they just would have had to get pushed by a guy with a knack. Not the biggest worry in the world, especially if you still have ammo in that auto shotgun, you can just hold the door. Unfortunately, they split up, and they were able to get picked off one by one. You unfortunately had Volps, who had to push through all that wire and just get picked up by a knack at a range she could not compete with the auto. You know, it was a good try. They definitely tried to keep their momentum up, but again, they got stalled in that top room.
Yeah. Interesting, though, because they actually fragged the barbed wire after getting the early kill, and then we're only delayed by... I guess the Molotov was well-timed. I think they used at least 2 flashbangs on that Molotov, so...
Yeah,
but,
and then the Molotov that killed Mackie, he just got lost.
Yeah, there was
all running back and forth, and he died.
Right,
that was unfortunate.
That was,
You know, we're coming in, last round of the half. Same map, Apollo Phoenix, or Phoenix Apollo, I'm sorry. Looks like the attackers, wall charge storefront, smoke off arcade, get that line of sight and freezer. It's basically the exact same play we saw last round. But this
wall charge spot though.
Yeah, slightly different wall charge spot. It looks like it's going on the double doors, which gives them a slightly wider entrance, meaning Molotovs are harder to throw for it, and they're able to, you know, move out of a Igmar Legros spam.
It also means that there are a lot of angles watching it, though.
Yeah.
You can shoot from freezer, you can shoot from arcade. I believe there's even a line of sight from office.
It looks like they're going to try and get a smoke into freezer from the green door. That would be my reading of this plan.
Oh, yeah, that could be it. That would
they might even be able to do it through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Although it looks like we're seeing barbs coming down for the storefront charge. I don't know how well these barbs are going to play, because you can just kind of go around them in the freezer, but it'll be interesting to see.
So what's the thought process behind breaking all the windows?
Oh my god, the clacker.
Again! Flogel getting the clacker on Executioner here.
I think there's a bug in the game currently where clackers are silent, so maybe it's not necessarily entirely their fault.
Volps is in freezer, though. Volps is in freezer. taking control. He's shooting Teller from there. Interesting. He has a shotgun. So I think he opened the Teller door, or tried to. I'm not sure if it's open. Looks, I don't know.
He's not firing anymore, and they're shooting through it.
I
So
think it's open. Yeah, it seems to be open. They're pushing in. Flashbang, Smoke and Arcade. Roach and Kuko being cut off. Kuko rushing through it with the knack. Might get in, but Rezi is watching it. Is Kuko stepping out? Rezi's taking the shots. Cannot connect. Kuko takes him out.
Oh.
Then Gatto and Tigerman taking out Mackie and Wolves. Whoops. That's 4 attackers down. Josh gets Roach here on long range, but it's now against 4 defenders. They're all lit as frick, but Kuko taking the kill from Arcade. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Flogels was very good in that situation, whether it was intentional or just, reaction. But they were able to rotate the people who were getting hurt out and the people who were full health in. We saw pretty much everyone on their team got really hurt, but almost no one died until the end there.
Yep.
We had the unfortunate XE getting exploded,
Is there really a bug right now that makes Clacker silence? That would be.
I was playing earlier and I got killed because it was dead silence.
That would be unfortunate.
I don't know if that was a one-off thing that I had or if it's something that's serious. I've even heard rumors that if you have an auto clicker spamming fast enough, it is completely silent consistently.
That would be cheating.
No, I don't think they're doing it here. I don't think what I encountered was that. I don't even know. I haven't tested that to see if it's true. But that is some rumor that I've heard.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that is unfortunate. We're coming in. It's 4-2 Flogels. It's not looking great for SH. They really have to pick it up and win a considerable amount of these rounds.
I mean, it's not that they're not that far ahead. Like it's
winnable
basically. So
it's certainly winnable, but I would not want to be in Slaughterhouse's shoes right now.
No, for sure. The pressure is on. That totally.
Yeah.
The pressure is on, but we will see if it works out for them. They're on the attack again. Second half, new maps.
It looks like they're looking at that fan, and again, they can do what they did last round, where they just kind of come in and just split up and, just take fights that they can win. There is less cover to, split the defenders up, but at the same time, that's less cover to split the attackers up. So you're going to have more guns on you from both sides. It looks like the defenders are really thinking a server push is possible, putting 2 barbs on that and then a barb office. Those are good barb placements. It's hard to barb storefront. It's just so open.
Storefront? You mean shelving?
Shelving, factory floor, whatever you want to call it.
Unnamed factory floor area.
Yeah. This area.
It's basically storefront, you're right.
Yeah. It's a large open area with very sparse cover.
It acts similar, so
yeah.
In a similar way, so.
Yeah. Barb on the fan. I am not sure what that's going to accomplish because that will be exploded.
I mean, if they open it from the inside...
and they have brought 4 wire to factory?
Position, like, it's the wrong way, isn't it? Like, you can probably step out,
you'll barely get caught by it, it looks like.
It's weird, really weird.
But you can place the charge from the side, although it looks like Flogel is, he's just going to get a few
I was
tags.
wondering, the only thing, it would not reach out, right? I mean, it reach in now, smoking again on attack, immediately losing 2 people against, or 3 people rather. Mackie getting kill here, but that's 3 attackers down already. They're just shooting the smoke. Now the smoke is off. Executioner's in with the flashbang. They're auto flashed already now, though. Tinkerman taking out Rezi. This is not looking good for Executioner. Facing 4 defenders here, and Kuko takes in.
Yeah, no, that round...
Rough.
Like, didn't get exploded? What?
What exploded?
The barbed wire didn't explode.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. I guess it's getting... There might be a bug with...
It might be too low. Actually, I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know
that. We're aware of that and abuse the fact that it would not explode, maybe. I will explain it.
Either way, Flogels was able to make great use of it and take them out. And they just got stalled in there. They tried to just smoke it off again, but whether it was because of the barbed wire there or just because of all the angles that they had on them, it did not.
To be honest, I just don't like smoking your entrance and then running through it. It doesn't work well in most situations.
It really doesn't. Slaughterhouse has shown that they're able to pull it off, but in that scenario, it should have didn't work. I don't think you should use it on doors, but things like fans and even dock to some extent, where it's wider and you're not just getting funneled through. It
So they
might
still
work.
got just killed in the smoke because
Yeah.
they just opened fire.
Yeah.
And
It worked well for them in the last match in one round, but you know, now they showed it off. Now they know, so it's hard to use things twice. You know, coming in on Operation Minotaur Anvil, we've got an airlock bomb.
What? Oh my god! What is?
Yeah. So
This
it's
gonna
gonna be.
be? That's gonna cost them 3,000
Yeah.
IQ plays.
No, we got these walls are not wall chargeable, which
Look
is
at the
going
button
to.
placements. Like, what is
Yeah.
far off the wall in lockers?
Big. I mean, there's an entry into lockers, so for airlock,
Yeah,
you
but
need
it's
it there.
still like it's not next to the door. It's like on the other side of the room. It's all weird.
That's a question for Sandwich.
It's not too far away, I guess.
Yeah,
It's just
no,
because I didn't notice that at first.
attackers look to be going green and splitting into backstage and office, and looks like they might try and come out together and meet through hallway.
And they lost the clacker, so going
Yeah.
eco is the same play here.
Looks like we only have one barb coming out. No, we have two barbs total.
Yeah.
So they'll be Flogels will be able
barbs,
to
two
barb
barbs.
heavily in the next round,
Mm. And they're
kick-
kicking the red door. Okay.
making some noise. Kuko's testing the wall bang.
Yep. Us. Missing the shots, but he's hitting the window. So Mackie rushing in. Wolf shooting through the red door and backstage. Interesting. Cannot connect though. A little bit of damage on Resi from Tigerman here, I believe. Oh! Kuko down. Mackie going down. That's all wall bangs. Wolf's on stage now. Finds. Oh, doesn't find the kill. Flogel kills him with a shotgun through the wall there, I believe. Yep, that's all wall bangs. The attackers are
The
pretty
rest
much.
of the team is just stalled in the north.
Yep, they're just caught in club and can't really move forward because of wallbangs. Ghetto shooting from hallway, Tiga shooting from office, Flogel waiting for someone to step on stage so he can shotgun them. Resi is going on stage. Will Flogel
They must be getting low on ammo.
If Flogel
can-
shoots now, there we go. That was a lot of damage, but didn't kill. Well, not a lot of damage, but some damage. Was spread out there, so it's not too bad. Trying to find Flogel now. Oh, Flogel goes down to Executioner, who finds the kill here through the from backstage. They're rotating back, pushing Tigerman back, who was trying to flank them. Let's see if he tries again.
They have the frag, so they can clear the wire.
Molotov. Ooh, they're gonna run out of time eventually. Tigerman again in club, but Josh. No. Oh yeah, Josh stepping on stage gets him. There we go. Okay, now it's 3v2 actually. All of a sudden, good position for the attackers. Airlock is closed though, with Roach in sight. In front of it, I guess they can just press the button. Someone draw a line. Hey, the button is over there because they were looking for it. They have frag though. They can just open and
30
frag.
seconds left.
Will you frag? Will you frag? No, they're rushing in. Roach is going down. Flash. Down to Ghetto. Molotov killing one of them, and now it's Ghetto. Didn't see him at first, but they get it.
Oh,
And
they just barely get this round.
close. That was close.
Yeah, no, that was.
Just like that.
You know, I don't think they were actually stalled in the north. I think that was a tactical decision to just stay hunkered down there and let them waste their ammo, because we saw at the end they stopped shooting. I'm willing to bet all of them had expended all of their pistol ammo, all of their GAT mags, and we're probably down to half a mag or one magazine in their primaries. And we saw at that point that the attackers had stopped taking ship damage and were only taking shots they know would hit. So they just had better health and were able to win that. And both the attackers had very low health. That was what won them the game, was being able to manage that health. Or not game, round.
Yeah.
They can still win this game, but they're gonna basically have to play perfectly from now on.
Basically, Slaughterhouse did not act fast and strong. Oops, sorry. And still managed to like they did the opposite this time actually, and won the round. So this time it worked well for them to play it slow and stall it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to win 4 more rounds now though to win. And 3-4 tie. So we'll see if they can do that. What's that? It's a weird room.
Yeah, interesting. Both teams are marking it. It seems to be a
accessible from the
room.
room and gives a window into office. What?
It gives you a window into the green door. But I
And
don't
they
see a
can
reason
call
to ever use this because there's no way out. If there
Wall
were
charge?
shutter, no, those are exterior walls. You can't wall
Exterior
charge.
walls. You're right. That's not.
You could
Can
maybe.
you shoot it from the roof? Can you shoot from the roof into the window?
You might be, but it's going to be a very narrow thing. I think if there were shutters onto there or into tellers or just somewhere, then maybe it'd be useful. But looking at that, it just doesn't give you advantage. Maybe if it was somewhere like arcade, a red room that you wouldn't normally have access to, or even if it was into the towers. If it was into the towers, it would be very powerful, and I think we'd see it used. Right now, it's just a trap for new players.
Yeah. It seems like that's exactly what it is. A big trap.
Yeah.
Don't jump in.
Yeah,
Teller is tiny on this map.
Yeah, last attacking round for SH. They're doing the well-known play of just wall charging storefront, but it also looks like they're going to door charge arcade, which is going to give them very good cover from the side. Does this map only have one red door?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. That's really weird. Maybe there's something wrong. Sometimes maps get corrupted in one step of the deployment. Maybe there's like a door that disappeared or something in that little room. Maybe there was a red door supposed to be there leading into arcade or, well, storefront or something. I don't know. Like or that's just, I don't know. It's really weird. The whole western side of the map is completely cut off. Like you can't enter there. Like storage and bathroom are just so far away from
You're not doing a power play on this map. Looks like they're taking their time though.
Yeah, definitely. So there's the wall charge. Oh, Flogel again with the clacker here. This time did not work out. I think Vulps plays very carefully. Oh, going down Josh. Molly dealing a lot of damage, but Josh finds Roach here, takes him out, took damage by rushing through there, but survived and got the kill. Vulps contesting Freezer. There's Kuko with the mob, Ghetto with the auto shotgun. Tiggerman with the car in office is the one who has to flank them in arcade now, but there's 4 attackers there. Oh, Kuko finds the kill on Maki outside, and that helps, but they actually want to push. Wow, frags going out left and right, and then just pushing the bomb. Ghetto's shooting with the auto shotgun, but he doesn't really find an angle. What? That kill on Tiggerman. He just came there, got killed by Rezi there. Long range with the pistol, I believe. That was weird. Ghetto not making it. Now it's down to Kuko, not looking good. Strong push here from Slaughterhouse. That was very effective.
Yes.
Kill on Flogel with the door charge, obviously, was a little lucky, but.
Yeah.
Flogel also tried to blow them up, but this time they learned. Like, Whoops played the charge from the side very carefully, not getting blown up.
Yeah, no. That was just a well-executed round. A lot of shooting through the freezer. I think they were able to keep the defenders really suppressed. Ghetto with his auto was just not able to close the distance. If I were him, I would have probably been playing arcade or office.
I was about to say that.
A room that's going to be a lot closer. Especially just pushing through Freezer
a lot, but Freezer just cuts them off. Like, that was interesting. It was a good line of sight there from outside with the wall charge. That was good thinking, getting good line of sight into Freezer, so that helped. That worked out for Slaughterhouse. Bringing us to a 4-5.
That round, it was just a battle of angles, and Slaughterhouse was able to find more and use them better. As
a reminder, if Flogels wins one more round, they cannot lose the match anymore. Not just the game, the match. The first game was a tie, so if they get another round, they at least tie this game as well. So they either win or tie. But they still, right now, they still can lose. If Slaughterhouse takes the next 2 rounds, they win the match.
Yeah. Now we are now on the side switch, so we get to see Slaughterhouse back on defense. Let's see how they did. Their first bout of defense this match, this game. They didn't do so well, but that may have been just them feeling out Flogels. And whether or not that was a good idea, because that gave them 2 rounds early on, that's up for debate. That will probably be something we can say after this game. But right here, it looks like Slaughterhouse is anticipating some kind of servers push, which seems to be what Flogels wants to do. The only bar marker is on servers, which, that we might. They also look like they want to use the barb on fan, and I think we might be seeing a standard from Slaughterhouse, which is they're going to try and only use 2 barb on factory, so they can quad barb, one other map.
Yeah. So it seems there is like just a known issue on this fan that you can barb it without it being destroyed.
I'm sure that now
already, but
yes. Looks like the Flogels is definitely considering getting power. I don't know if they'll actually do it or not.
Yeah, it looks like they want to, though. And then move through Toxic into office. That's a long route.
Yeah, and you're going to have
the full map before entering the main area.
You're going to have 3 guns on you when you do that. They've already kicked it.
Yep, they're moving in. Nobody's really contesting servers. Wolps is looking through the door.
Yeah. Right up to the barbed
Josh,
wire.
Josh is looking at fan. Mackey's sitting there as well. They're fragging the barbed wire. They got it. Yeah, now they're smoking to rush through. I assume they're just gonna go for power. Flare being thrown in the smoke. And flashing taking power. And now they continue moving to Toxic while Roach and Cook was setting up for Fan. There's Mackie waiting. Josh had to pull back, cannot watch Fan anymore. Mackie jumps down the shelvings. So Fan is uncontested now. Flogel is pushing Executioner. Resi actually died to Flogel already. So we'll see how that works out. Executioner holding it, getting flashed here, get him moving in. Oh, gets from the side. Executioner didn't saw him. It's been taken out. 2 defenders down. Josh shoots. I think he hit, but not the head. And now Tinkerman kills Wolves. Josh with another shot. Again, no kill. Can't find Tinkerman. It's reloading. Oh, Mackey's down. All down to Josh against 5 attackers. This is probably the tie here, at the very least. Josh is trying, but nope. Clean sweep for Flogels.
Now SH's game to lose.
Yep. Well, that's a very demoralizing position to be in,
Yeah.
to say the least. If Flogels wins one more game, they win the match.
And
If
we
they
can look
lose
at that, and we can.
it's a tie.
Yeah. Now looking at that, I feel like Resi was definitely a little greedy or overzealous in pushing the Toxic. Now, given they didn't know the plan like we did, they didn't know that they were going to push into the office, and that would have been better to have just hold back there and shoot them as they come through the checkpoint. You know, and actually shooting someone when towers are out, Toxic is a great room to play as a defender because it's basically daylight in there. You have this glowing pool of toxic goo. So it gives you this natural lighting, and you're just able to completely control that whole room.
What I'm wondering is, there was a flare being thrown in the smoke in servers. Was that intended to be a Molotov, maybe? Because
It might have intended to be a Molotov, but even if it wasn't, that flare is going to last longer than the smoke. And if they push through it, it may have cast shadows, even in smoke.
Okay.
So it could have been a tactical, let's see their shadows, or it could have been when the smoke runs out, they're going to be in the smoke, and we're suddenly going to have a flare right at their feet that they might not notice in the smoke.
yeah, maybe.
It's probably not the greatest idea in the world, but it's not a terrible idea.
I mean, if you have enough flares, then why
Yeah.
not? But
Well,
I would have
coming in-
expected a Molotov there, which would have maybe at least damaged them before they
Yeah.
take power. But back
Didn't
to
see
the yellow
it.
map.
Yeah, no, coming in. Match point for Flogels. We
Mhm.
see a mark for barbed wire in kitchen. That is a very strong barb. There's no way to get around it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
You
might.
don't have to get there. You can go through the green door in the hallway, I guess. But
Yeah.
but
It looks
you
like
can get around.
Flogels is looking to take advantage of the window into club, take some
Mhm.
peeks there. They might honestly just go club. It's hard to say what they're gonna do.
I mean, they didn't reach in the first round, right? So they
Yeah, that was
still
green.
have.
They could double.
Yeah.
It almost looks like they were considered going backstage and then wall charging into hallway from club, but I think they might just wall charge from club. It's hard to say though.
Yeah, the lines are not conclusive. Oh,
You
they're
know.
moving out.
Yeah.
We don't see a wall charge.
There is a door charge though, so they're gonna go
There's a wall
backstage.
charge. Yeah, so I guess it's going to be a backstage club push.
Josh has his molly
Pretty
prep
much
there.
uncontested though. So Josh is waiting in backstage, is pulling back
Oh.
through the Molotov. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Wow, 3 attackers on barely no HP left. Barely any HP left. No wallbangs are going out as well. Maybe they find a lucky pick here. So far they're missing. The others are pushing into club. Still wallbangs. Flogel trying to shoot. Wolves who's sitting in the hallway. Executioner with the rotate from office. Might be able to pick something up. Shooting from his door. Has to pull back to deal some damage though. Wolves through the wall with the shotgun. Oh, actually the wind. There's a window. With the shotgun here. SH just holding their positions. The attackers all low HP. Kuko flashing into office on his own, but nobody is there. Trying to wallbang, but nobody is there. He's just feeling it out. But the defenders have all moved to the south. Wolf's the only one contesting hallway here, basically. Kuko trying to shoot from the window. Doesn't really work out. Wolf's still there with the shotgun. Okay, the others are now moving through office.
3 flashbangs still in the attacker's pool, and a
And a
frag.
frag grenade. So yeah, they still have plenty of tools. Flashbang going out. They need to frag for kitchen now. Rezi might be in the blast radius. Took some damage there, I believe. No, well, basically barely any. Roach going down to Rezi though. Molotov going on. Kuko kind of cut off. Gets the kill execution here though. Will he finally finish off Rezi? No, Rezi gets him. Kuko going down. Now it's down to 2 attackers against 4 defenders. And Ghetto is almost all of HP already. Rezi waiting there for his position. The others are still holding the other way though. Interesting enough, Rezi eventually going down. Wolf's rotating into hallway. Will he make it? They're actually putting the airlock. Wolf's going down. Josh did his own Molotov. What's going on? Why did they open this? Or did the attackers
5 seconds left to get on bomb.
Oh yeah, time's running out. The attacker's going down. I say training down. That was pure chaos.
Yeah, no, that Molotov early on left them devastated, and I think we can see a real weakness in Flogels on Killhouse here. They love the wallbangs, and who doesn't love the wallbangs on Killhouse? It is such a powerful strategy, especially with how hit sounds are right now. Yep. But I mean, I think they were clearly ran out of ammo. Like, they were considerably drained. We saw several of them picking up defender guns.
They ran out of time. Like, more importantly, they just completely ran out of time. So
yeah, no, it definitely has its downsides, especially on attack like that. You know, they wasted so much utility and ammo on Volps in hallway, and he was just holding behind some hard cover. You know, he fired a few shots back at them, but
he was mostly shooting through the window with the shotgun. So
yeah, that was at least 3 AP mags they dumped into hallway specifically for him and got nothing out of it.
I just realized the defenders in the end rushed into airlock because time was running low and the door opened. So they would have been cut off on the wrong side if they would not. So that's why they rushed in. And in the end, it worked out for them. So yeah, it's getting this is match point. This is the last round of the full match. If Flogels wins this, they win the match with 2 points. If SH wins this, it's a tie. Both teams gain 1 point. We'll see how it ends. We're back to fortune tied.
And initially, when they came in, it looked like Flogels was heavily considering that wall charge to tellers.
That's real life.
But they might still be considering it. They're marking it still. We could very well see a breach into arcade and then a breach into office and wall charge. That arcade breach may even just be to get some smoke out over here. You know. But you could also probably just throw it through the hole and get it in a better spot. You probably want it somewhere here-ish so you can get into the door, but, you know, you're not smoked off from that. That's probably what they're going to do this one.
Useless.
Yeah, no, they're putting barbed wire on either side of office and down in storefront, which, you know, sure, it's going to probably contain the arcade people and probably force them to go up, but that's where all their friends are going to be anyway.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, they don't have to go through the barbed wire. They cannot. I guess they cannot go south in storefront, but that's it. So we'll see if that actually helps them.
They do have the wall charge.
Yeah. Okay. I have a saber as well. We'll see if Flogel can pull this off, or if Slaughterhouse ties the match here with this last round. They have 2 Ingmars, an auto shotgun, KR, and a Gruber. So. Good equipment, 3 Molotovs, 2 of them on Rezi. Rezi's heavily stacked with 2 Molotovs. And
I think their play here is they're expecting the wall charge because they still have it, and having Rezi with those Molotovs is the main counter to it.
They expect a wall charge in the eastern corner of the storefront, I guess, and that's not where it's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Ghetto and Roach are feeding out office while Flogel is running on the roof to collect arcade. Now running back.
Rezi rotates.
Wall charge. Molotov on arcade. Wall charge coming off. Rezi going down. That's 2 Molotovs and the auto shotgun down. Just through the wall charge here. Josh finds Tiggerman. Now pushed into storefront to get this Mickey, but Flogel is in Talos already. Roach is shooting across the Molotov fire here, and the bomb is secured. Now Makimus is trying to rotate through bathroom. Ghetto is still in office. He might find him. He has to step to barbed wire though. From outside, Kugo is shooting. Executioner in freezer gets the kill here. And no, Flogel in office might be taken out. No, Josh kills Roach in freezer though. And now is shooting at Ghetto. Fulps finds Cuckoo outside from arcade. Nice angle here. Flogel finishing Maki, who was rotating from bathroom into office. Now he's down to a 2v2. Ghetto still in Tyler, stepping out in stuff for now. Josh and Fulps both in arcade, getting flash. Ghetto is on the bomb, defusing. Flogel throwing the smoke on the door. Ghetto is actually shooting the smoke. Wolfs and Josh are rushing in. Josh do not make. Ghetto has to pull back. Flogel comes from down, gets Josh while Wolfs got Ghetto down.
Tie game.
The kill ties the game here in the last round of this best of 2. 12 full length, 24 rounds. No, 12 rounds. I can't even think anymore. That was so
that last
dramatic.
round.
Bullets. It does last bullet, last point of
Mm.
hit points. Wow, last point of health. That's what I'm
That
trying.
that was really wonderful.
That was crazy.
Oh.
Strong defense by SH here, though. I have to say, like, they adapted to this quite well.
No, they were not prepared for it at all, and
No.
they were able to rotate. I mean, getting Kuko down with the Saber, or
That was
they completely lost the advantage of having storefront open, and SH knew it. They pushed in and were just able to clean up. You know, I think
it was good thinking by Ghetto, I believe, who was on bomb and was just spraying through the smoke. Like, basically, he was baiting bomb his teammate through the smoke, and he expected him to just rush through, which was correct. But the arcade opening is too wide, and he could not connect the shots. And had to
if he had just stuck the bomb, he might have actually gotten it in that scenario. It's hard to say though.
I don't think he would have.
It would have been closer.
Would have been interesting to see for sure in an alternate universe.
Yeah, that
Anyway.
was.
Yeah, that was something. That was a tie. Full length, 12 rounds.
I think we saw
24
some
rounds.
really good.
I can't do math anymore. 24 rounds, 6-6-6-6.
We saw some really good rounds there.
Yeah. A lot of back and forth. Very interesting plans. A lot of adaptation and counterplays. That was a very good match, I'd say. A little bit unsatisfying result in the end, but then again, like I would not wish any of the teams to lose this after this performance. Like both played very well. It was very even. Losing this in the last round would have been very devastating for SH.
I know. I went in with a favorite, and throughout the whole thing, I kept rooting for either team. Like it just changed based on what I saw. So
both teams playing amazing here for sure. Whew, that was action packed. That was intense, but we're not done yet. Not at all. It gets potentially even better though.
Fierce BTG will be a very good game.
We're going to short break, and then we'll see BTG versus Fierce. That's two top contenders as well. So that's going to be fun. So I'd say, we go short break and be right back. Is there anything else you want to say before we go into intermission?
No, I think that was just a really good game, and I think we're going to have another really good game coming up.
For sure. GG to both teams, and don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side.